Hello, it's so good to see you. Today we are going to go over the items that I use for my face, just skincare. I don't really have like a set routine or a regimen or anything really strict that I follow. And these products change from time to time, like I might try something new or substitute something. So, this is not something that I'm really super strict about. If I find something I like better, I can change. Um, but I've had several people ask me if I would do a video showing you the things that I use on my face. And I thought, sure, I can do that. But before I show you the products I use, I want to talk to you for a minute. I know a lot of you are young, maybe you're in your 20s or younger, maybe. I'm 43 and a half. Before I get started on that, I want to say something, and this really bugs me about women. Don't be ashamed of your age. I know so many women who won't even say how old they are. They will refuse to say. Your age is nothing to be ashamed of. I'm 43 and a half, and I will tell you that. I'm very proud of my age because I know people personally who will never know what it's like to be old. I've been told on here I'm old. They'll never know because they're not here anymore. They've passed away. And I'm thankful every day that I get to be old, and I hope I get to be even older because the alternative doesn't appeal to me. Don't be ashamed of who you are and how old you are. That's a silly thing to be ashamed of. Think back to when you were a kid. You were probably really proud to tell people how old you are, at least at some point. I remember always looking forward to adults asking me how old I was because I was always really excited to tell them. For some reason, it just seemed like a point of pride. I'm 8. I'm 8 and a half. You always want to put that half in there. I still do because I'm still proud of it. Don't ever be ashamed of how old you are. That's silly. That's dumb. It's not like you have a lot of control over it. It's not like it's something you can stop. And it's nothing to be embarrassed about. So don't be. It's crazy. I can think of a lot of reasons to be embarrassed. I mean, if you walked around with your skirt tucked in your pantyhose, you can be embarrassed about that. Not your age. So don't do that. Okay, there are a few things. If you want to have good skin, no matter how old you are, a few things to remember. And these are things you can find on Google. Just Google how to have good skin. These are not secrets or something. These are pretty common sense things. Number 1, drink lots of water. Drink water every day. That was one of my New Year's resolutions, was to drink more water. I try to drink 8 glasses a day. I usually don't, but I try. I drink more water than I used to, definitely. Don't smoke. Don't ever smoke. Don't pick up that first cigarette thinking, like I did when I was 18, I just smoke when I drink, so I'm not a smoker. I only have a couple cigarettes if I'm drinking. But then it got to where over time, and it didn't take long, I was smoking even when I wasn't drinking. And I became a smoker. And I smoked for 18 years. And I know it wasn't good for my skin. It wasn't good for my body. It wasn't good in any way. Don't ever pick up that first cigarette. Don't. You can end up with a habit that is extremely hard to break. And just don't. I don't care what excuses you have or what you tell yourself. Don't do it. So don't smoke. Drink lots of water. Don't go to bed with makeup on your face. I always wash my face before I go to bed, and I get all the makeup off, and I moisturize. And even if you're young, even if you're a teenager, you should pay attention to your skin. You need to take care of it. Use moisturizer every day. Try to avoid sunburns, sun damage if you can. I had a lot of sunburns as a kid. I did not take care of my skin. I did everything wrong. I smoked. I didn't drink enough water. Lots of sun damage. I'd go to bed with makeup on my face. I was terrible to my skin. And in a lot of ways, I'm paying for it now. I really am paying for it at this point. And I will continue to pay for it the rest of my life. So I know you're young now. But you need to start thinking about this. You think everything's fine like I did. Trust me, one day you're going to wake up and, oh my God, you're going to be my age. It happens that fast. You won't believe it. You will not believe how fast you get to be 43 and a half. And then people will be calling you old. It's a vicious cycle. So anyway, those are things that you can do. They don't cost anything. They're easy steps and habits that you can form at any age that will help your skin look better. So as I said, don't go to bed with makeup on your face. Now this is the product that I use. I have used other products that worked just fine. I like L'Oreal's makeup remover. Comes in a little blue bottle like that. I like it, but when I discovered this, I started using this. When Garnier came out with the Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water, this is a relatively new product. It hasn't been out, I think it's been out maybe a year. And I find that it's more economical than the L'Oreal stuff. You get, this is a 13.5-ounce bottle. There's no oil, no alcohol, and no fragrance in here. And I use extra large cotton balls. These are Swisspers jumbo cotton balls. Swisspers, Swisspers. And they used to sell these at Walmart, but I have not been able to find them there in the last few months. So I've started buying them on Amazon. You can get 3 bags for about $8, and they last quite a while. But they're bigger than your standard cotton ball. And for each makeup removal session, I use one of these. So you just put some on here, and you just kind of soak the cotton ball, and I'll use one side for one eye and the other side for the other eye. Now I don't really use it on my whole face because I mainly just want to get the eye makeup off, the mascara, the eyeshadow, all that stuff. And then I have 2 bottles of this. I have one in the shower and one by the sink. Sometimes I wash my face in the shower. Sometimes I wash it at the sink in the bathroom. It's this. You can see I've used about that much. And I have recently started using this. I wasn't sure if I would like it or not. This is Lacura or Lacura. I'm not really sure how it's pronounced. And it comes from Aldi. It is Hydrating Facial Cleanser. And you get this 8.45 fluid ounce bottle of facial cleanser. And I think it's about $3.49. It's really inexpensive. And I like it. It takes a little getting used to if you're used to like a foaming facial cleanser. This does not, it's not foaming at all. And it almost has like a greasy feel when you first put it on your face. It feels like you're washing your face with hand lotion, but it doesn't continue feeling greasy. So don't let it freak you out the first time you use it. If it feels kind of greasy, it's not going to feel that way after you wash it off. It leaves your skin feeling really soft and moisturized. It really, really does. I'm very impressed with this product. And I've used about this much out of both of the bottles that I currently have. And I really like it. It doesn't irritate my eyes. It's very gentle. It says on here it has provitamin B5. And it's mild and nurturing with vitamin E and aloe vera. And it's pH balanced for gentle and deep pore cleansing. And it's for all skin types. Now I have borderline oily skin and it works just fine. I've never had a problem with it clogging my pores or causing breakouts or anything. No reaction at all. So again, this is from Aldi, and this is what I use on my face every night after I use the Micellar cleansing water. I use the face cleanser after that. And then what I have been using, I've changed this just in the last couple days because I'm trying a new moisturizer. But at night, after I wash my face or after I get out of the shower, this is what I apply to my face and my neck right here. This is Chamonix Esthétique RF. It's 1.4 ounces. You can buy this directly from Chamonix if you want to. I used to buy it directly from Chamonix, but I found that I can actually get it cheaper on eBay. Now, I've had a couple people comment on my videos before where I mentioned this. You know, you need to be careful it's not a knockoff. It's very easy to look around on there and find reputable sellers who are selling the genuine article, the real deal. And you can get a tube of this on eBay for about $25. And for me, now I only use it at night, but for me, this will last at least 6 weeks. Sometimes it'll last 2 months. It just seems to depend. I'm not sure, but sometimes it lasts longer. So this is what I use at night, and I love it. Before I started using this, I had a problem with enlarged pores, especially right here, and it was really bad, and I was very self-conscious about it. But I noticed after trying this for about a month, and I didn't even think it would do anything for the pores. After I started using this, and this was the only thing I changed about my skincare routine. This was the only thing I changed. But in a month or so, I noticed that my pores, you couldn't even see them anymore. And I haven't had pores that nice in a long time. Probably not since I was a teenager. So I was really impressed. And that's why I kept using this. Yeah, like I said, originally I used to buy it from Chamonix. But it was expensive to purchase just this. And they always wanted to try to sell me all these other products. And I tried some of their other products, and they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. But they are expensive. I mean, it's pricey stuff. And honestly, for me, I didn't think it was that much better than other products that I've tried that were less expensive. But this here, the Chamonix Esthétique RF, to me, I mean, my opinion, is worth what I pay for it. It's, $25 for a 6-week supply. I love it. I absolutely love it. And in the mornings, when I get up, I don't wash my face in the mornings. I know a lot of people do. I don't. Just not really any reason. I don't know. I just don't. But what I do before I put on any makeup, I want to put on a light moisturizer, just a very lightweight, nothing greasy or heavy, a lightweight moisturizer. And I've been using this one now for about a month. Before this, I was using something, it was some Garnier, something, honestly, I don't remember. But when I ran out of it, I saw this in Walmart, and this is from Equate Beauty, which is a Walmart generic, and it's called Strikingly Unique, and it's a very lightweight moisturizer. Originally, it had a little clear cap on here, but I lost it. It's comparable to Clinique's Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion, which I've never tried. I just saw this and thought I would try it. I think it was $6 or $7, and it's 4.2 ounces. And there's a lot left in here, and I've been using it probably about a month, and there's a bunch in here. But again, I only use it in the mornings on my face and right down here. And I will leave that on for about 5 or 10 minutes before I apply my makeup, just to kind of let it soak in, and so it's not just sitting on top of my skin when I start applying my makeup. What I do, I will get up and I will brush my teeth, and then I put this on, and then I go do household stuff, like I deal with the cats, I deal with the puppy, I'm doing general stuff that has to be done. And then after I finish all that, then I will come back and put on my makeup. And it gives this time to soak in. But again, this came from Walmart, and I have not tried the Clinique Dramatically Different. I've actually never purchased any Clinique products. Financially, I've never been in a position to purchase that stuff because it's so expensive. The Chamonix is the most expensive stuff I've ever bought. And I bought it. I got some of their stuff, sort of like trial size stuff, and I love this so much. I just kept buying it. But yeah, look on eBay, because you can find reputable sellers that sell this stuff. And I think I paid $25 for it, and I've bought several tubes on there. And I don't always buy them from the same seller. I've never had a problem getting knockoffs or fake stuff. It's always the real deal. So I will apply this, but only in the morning, and I don't wash my face first. And then I apply my makeup. But in the last few days, I've been trying a different product, and this is one that my dad actually told me about. My dad is getting older. He's almost 80. He's like 77. But he works with his hands a lot. He does a lot of stuff. And he's noticed that the skin on his hands, as you get older, it kind of thins out and you get scratches and cuts and bruises easier. And it takes longer for them to heal, typically, than when your skin was younger. You lose a lot of the elasticity in your skin as you get older. One way you can tell is hold your hand like this and just pick up the skin and see how long it takes to snap back. The older you get, the longer it takes. It's really depressing. If you're my age, you may not want to try it. I get depressed every time I do that. It makes me sad. I remember when it used to be very different. But my dad found this product, and I don't know if it's something that someone told him about or if he read about it or saw something on TV. I don't know. But it's this product here, and it's called Immuderm. And it says it's for younger acting skin. Now, I don't really think it's going to help his hands, but he bought a tube of this, and he applies it only to the backs of his hands where he gets lots of cuts and injuries, because he does a lot of machining, a lot of machine shop type work. And he gets, you can get really cut up doing that. So he bought a tube of this to see, he's going to apply it to his hands a couple times a day to see if it makes any difference in the skin on the backs of his hands. I'm not holding out a lot of hope, but you never know. But I thought I would try it. I was reading about it on Amazon. Now, he bought a tube directly from the company, and it's distributed by Immunocorp, but he paid $60 for his tube, and it was this size, 6 ounces. I got this tube on Amazon for $35, so I thought, it's worth a shot. I was reading about it. It says, Immuderm's unique formula combines active botanicals with patented Norwegian beta 13/16 glucan. I have no idea what that is. The key to younger acting and thus younger looking healthy skin. And so I thought I would try this. So I'm using this now twice a day. I use it at night after I wash my face. I will put this on. It's not heavy or greasy. It doesn't feel icky. Some moisturizers have that kind of a sticky feel. This does not. It's unscented. It's cruelty-free. See, I got the little bunny on the back. It seems to be pretty good, but again, I've only used it for 2 days. It would have to be pretty remarkable to replace my Chamonix, this right here, because I love this stuff so much. But if you'll remind me, I will use it for several weeks, and I'll let you know what I think of it. It's really too soon to tell. Like I said, I've only used it for maybe 2 days. I just got it in the mail a couple days ago. So it may have been, I think I got it 3 days ago. So this would be like the 3rd day I've used it, or the 2nd. Not long enough to tell. So, but I will let you know how it does, if it's decent or not. And one other thing I wanted to show you, and this is not really skincare so much as it is kind of cosmetic. So in the mornings, after I apply the lightweight moisturizer, let it soak in for about 10 minutes. Then I will apply my foundation, and I use different foundations at different times. I'm not really loyal to one brand or anything. I just use what I think looks good at that time. Right now I'm using L'Oreal Pro Glow, and I like that a lot. But I don't, when I put on foundation, I don't put it all over my face like a mask. I think on most people that doesn't look good. You don't want to smear it all over your face. I will put it here and here and here and here. And I just blend it a little bit, but I don't put it all over my face. I don't cake my face in makeup, because I think more often than not it just ends up looking bad. I think less is more when it comes to makeup a lot of the time. I think some people just put way too much on thinking it looks better, but you just try that. And the next time you put on makeup, just if you're in a habit of putting it all over your face, which I used to do that all the time. But I found that just putting it here and here, here and here, and blending it is fine. I don't need to put it all over the place. But after I do that, I use this, and this is good for people who have bags under their eyes, like me, because I never sleep enough. If I get more sleep, it would help. But if you have puffiness or darkness right here, especially puffiness, I would recommend at least trying this. This is from Jeunesse, Jeunesse, and the name of the product is Instantly Ageless. And you can buy them in these little sachets like this, these little packets. I buy mine on eBay. I mean, there are a lot of different sites where you can purchase Instantly Ageless, but for me, I found that it's cheapest on eBay. I can get 20 of these little sachets, or no, actually 50 of these sachets for about $20. And you can buy just a few, like if you just wanted to try it. You could look on eBay and find auctions for, 4 or 5 of these little packets here for $2. I mean, if you just wanted to try it to see if you like it. And I can show you a way to stretch it and make it last longer. Now what you're supposed to do, you see it has these little notches. You're supposed to tear it open and get out what you need and then throw this away. It's like a one-use thing. But there is quite a bit in here, and you could get at least 2 uses out of each sachet. But the thing is, if air gets to the product, it kind of dries it out and changes the texture, and then it doesn't work anymore. So you want to try to keep air from getting to the product. Here's what I do. I don't tear it along these little things because it never tears right anyway. I use these little scissors from a sewing kit, and I will just open them halfway, and I go in and cut it, but I don't cut it all the way across. I cut it where it just barely goes into the part where the product is, where you can kind of fold this back and squeeze a little bit, and it will come out a little tiny hole. And I get out just enough, and you don't need much. You just get a little bit on the tip of your finger, a very small amount. You really don't need much at all. And you may have to practice with it a few times to really get the hang of it. But you get a little bit on your finger, and you just dab it right here. Just dab it on the areas where you're having trouble, and then just gently kind of spread it. But you don't want to put it way down here or way out here or up here. Only put it in the area where you're having trouble. Because if you put it out here, when it dries, it looks really weird. So just put it right here and put it over your foundation and over your moisturizer. Don't put this on first. I had to learn all this through trial and error. If you put this on first, it doesn't work right. I'm not really sure why, but you put it on over your foundation, over your moisturizer and foundation. You put this on after the foundation. So after you get out enough to do both eyes, you can kind of fold it back straight and kind of pinch it so it sort of seals it up. And then the next time you're ready to use it, you pull it back again and you squeeze it. And the part that you squeeze out first may be kind of dry and clumped together. Just squeeze it and throw it away. But under that will be fresh product that you can still use. Sometimes I get 3 uses out of one of these things. I really do. And it makes it last longer, and it'll stretch your dollar, and you get a better deal out of it. It's a better value for your money. So if you have trouble with bags under your eyes, I've tried a lot of different products. This works better than anything I have personally ever tried. I like it. Actually, I just ordered some more on eBay. Bought some more because I'm running low. Yeah, it works really well. Now, it doesn't last forever. I mean, the effect will wear off after 4 or 5 hours. You can't really tell anymore. Like, I put it on at 6:30 this morning, but you can't tell it now. But I'm getting ready to take a shower and go to bed, so it doesn't matter. So anyway, those are the products that I use. It's nothing extravagant. It's just basically these 2 and this right now. That's basically it as far as skincare goes. but I do try to drink water. I don't smoke anymore. And get a good night's sleep. That's good for your skin too. Get enough sleep, which I'm a big fat hypocrite, lecturing anyone about that. So drink lots of water. Don't go to bed with makeup on your face. Take care of your skin. Don't smoke. Don't smoke. It's awful. Trying to quit smoking is awful. Oh my God. And it will improve your skin no matter how old you are, no matter what condition your skin is in. If you do these things, your skin will look better and you will probably feel better too. So that's basically it. And I hope that you have a wonderful night, and I will see you again soon.